Hello everybody, it's Cara from Wild Book Garden, and today I am very excited to announce another read-along. Hopefully you guys aren't tired of these yet, but I am so excited about this. And this is kind of like, I guess, a pre-announcement of a larger project that I'm going to be doing. Tentatively, I am titling this the Not a Genre Book Club. I'm just going to focus on young adult and middle grade books, and specifically discussing them, reviewing them, analyzing them in the way that they don't often get, or I should say they don't always get. There are plenty of people who of course do review them that way, but basically I want to give the same kind of consideration to young adult and middle grade books that people often do to adult books or to classics, because there is so much there to talk about. There is just as much there to talk about as with other age ranges or kinds of books, and the title of course is because young adult and middle grade books are not a genre. That's something I've talked about before. I find it very frustrating. I feel like it's one of the many ways that books intended for younger readers or written for younger readers or written with younger characters are kind of all lumped together and denigrated, and so I thought it'd be kind of a funny name for it, because honestly that is one of the, I think, most important things to realize when you're picking up or looking into or thinking about or reviewing kid lit or middle grade or young adult books, is that it is not a genre. It is an age range, just like adult isn't a genre. Very frustrating that so many like awards, they'll have like a fantasy category and then they'll have like young adult fantasy. So it's not adult fantasy, young adult. It's fantasy as if that is like the default, and then like young adult fantasy. Obviously adults reading and talking about kid lit is something that is really, really important to me. I, created and host a middle grade magic readathon we just had our 4th round, which is very exciting. So this is obviously a subject that is very close to my heart, and I'm going to be including like recommendations, discussion videos, videos about how to get into reading middle grade and young adult books, or like things to keep in mind when reading them. And this is also going to include a book club or read along, and this is going to be very like kind of fluid and open. Sometimes we're going to be doing a whole series like I'm talking about today. Sometimes it's going to be just a couple of books, but basically I'm going to be having guests on my channel, or we'll sometimes host on their channel as well, and we're going to be discussing a particular middle grade or young adult book, or series as in this case, and I'll just get right into that. Kicking off this project is the Fairyland series by Catherine M. Valente. This is a 5-book series that kind of bridges between middle grade and young adult. I think the later books are considered young adult, but the earlier ones are middle grade, and I think these are in order. I've never read this series, but I'm very excited. The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making. The Girl Who Fell Beneath Fairyland and Led the Revels There. The Girl Who Soared Over Fairyland and Cut the Moon in Two. The Boy Who Lost Fairyland. And The Girl Who Raced Fairyland All the Way Home. So this is the entire series. We're going to be doing a book a month, and I am very, very excited to announce my co-host. I feel like if you guys follow her, you probably can guess who this is, because this is like one of her favorite series, and that is Marines from My Name is Marines, who I love. I talk about her all the time, and I will of course link her down below. And she has reread this series many, many times. As I said, it's one of her favorites, and I have never read it before, but I've been wanting to for a long time. I feel like it's something I'm going to really enjoy. I have really loved other books I've read by Valente in the past, and so I thought this would be a perfect kind of kickoff to this Not a Genre Book Club / project. So the plan is that we're going to be starting in October with the first book, and then just going 1 book per month. Follow our social media for any updates on that, but that is the plan right now. And then we're also going to end with a kind of wrap up, like series review, where we kind of reflect on the series and talk about it. So there's going to be 6 live shows, even though there's 5 books, and we're going to alternate who's hosting them. So the first one will be on my channel, and I will be leading that discussion. The second one will be on Maddie's channel, and she will be leading that discussion, etc. We're both really excited about this. As I said, this is one of Marines' favorite series, so I can't wait to discuss it with her, and I think this is going to be a really good series to start this project with, because I think there's going to be a lot of great thematic and character things to discuss with this series, which is one of the things that I love discussing about books in general, and that includes young adult and middle grade. So the overall premise for this series, I don't know a lot of details about it, but it's about a young girl named September who one day gets whisked away to Fairyland, and it's her adventures there. It's a very whimsical series, but it also has this undercurrent of like seriousness or darkness, which is something that I think middle grade books can do really well that is not often appreciated, is the way that it can balance those things. I know that it has a lot of themes about growing up, and that is something that I think is going to be really great to discuss. So if you want a more like specific premise, I can link the Goodreads page for the first book, but I'm really excited for this. I know that her writing is a very particular flavor, but I've always enjoyed Catherine M. Valente's writing in the past. I've read several things by her that I have really enjoyed, and I can't wait to kick off this project. Yeah, so please let me know if you're going to be joining me and Marines. We're very excited. We'll be starting in October, as I said. If I've forgotten any other information, I will put that in the description. Again, follow us on our social medias, on our channels, to get any updates, and comment and let me know if you are going to be reading along with us. Maybe you've been meaning to read this series for a while. Maybe it's a favorite of yours, you want to reread it. Maybe you've never heard of it before, but it sounds interesting. Or maybe you are looking to get into middle grade and young adult books, but you're not sure where to start. Or maybe you have another reason for joining. Any reason is great. So please comment down below and let me know if you are going to be joining in. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon with another video, and I hope you love the next book you read. Bye!